Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another edition of Gary's Movie Emporium. Today, I'm going to be doing a video on trades that I did with James. They came yesterday. It is a mixed-up deal. I had the package from James. Somehow, the post office mixed up the tracking number with another package I had, and it made it sound like they dropped my other package off somewhere else. And then in the meantime, from the Postal Service, I get a message in my emails that I can come pick it up. And I'm like, that isn't that the post office's job to drop it off here, you know? I shouldn't have to go pick something up, especially when it wasn't ever, you know, we never agreed to any of that. And I've never had any problems getting trades here without having it dropped off at my front door. And, well, I had to have my wife risk getting COVID to go to the post office, you know. I'm a little ticked off that she had to do that. There should have been an apology. Really, I feel like the post office should have credited her for her time and wasting of gas to go over, because it's been kind of humid around this summer, and you know she had to go out in the heat, and I know they're overwhelmed, but there's no need to be incompetent. You know, I mean, my wife gets there and the lady says to her, "Well, the post office driver forgot to take that." Like, how do you forget? You know, I mean, I understand that you can have errors and stuff, but I just don't see how you can forget packages. I mean, that's part of your daily rigors of being a mail deliverer. And I mean, this package could have got damaged. This package could have gotten taken. You know, it could have got left in somebody's front stoop. And I'm just really disappointed with the Postal Service as of late. There's no excuse for it. They're a federal institution. They should be working more diligently as they have before COVID. And I'm very disappointed. If there's a way I could go through somebody else to deliver packages, I would. Lately, my postal carrier has been unexcusably bad. We don't keep the same mail carrier every week. It's just ridiculous. So be careful when you get packages through the mail, because I felt this package from James, he was good enough to send it out pretty fast, and mail carriers took forever getting it here. We live a state from each other, and it seemed like it took 2 weeks to get here with how slow they were. It's unbearably ridiculous. I'm sorry I'm ranting, but it just boggles my mind that, you know, they've been in business forever, you know, since Pony Express days, you know, and I'd rather have something take longer than have to go the route where it still took longer and the package could have got lost. So just be careful out there. Rant over. But first up, I have the Ed Harris Michael Pena film with Ava Longoria and Amy Madigan starring. It's called Frontera. It's from Magnolia, 5.1 master audio, approximately 103 minutes. It says Ava Longoria turns in a great performance according to Latin Heat. Original and engaging, a must-see. Ed Harris is excellent. That's according to the plot. It's set along the tumultuous Arizona-Mexican border. Frontera follows Miguel, a hardworking father and devoted husband who crosses the border illegally and is wrongfully accused of murdering the wife, Amy Madigan, of a former sheriff, Ed Harris. Miguel's pregnant wife, Ava Longoria, lands in the hands of corrupt Mexican coyote smugglers as she tries to help her husband, while the ex-lawman investigates his wife's death and unearths evidence that could destroy one family's future. This says it's from magpictures.com, so this is 2014 color, obviously. First up on that one. Next up, I had this on DVD, the combo pack of this on DVD. But I had to go with this because it's an upgrade from what I had. So now I got the DVD 2 movie set, and now I got the 2 Blu-ray set. Ninja and Ninja 2. Scott Adkins was in the first one, and Scott Adkins is in the second one. It's an Echo Bridge. Echo Bridge released this in this format in 2018. First movie is 86 minutes, while part 2 is 95. They're both 5.1 stereo. Aspect ratios are the same, 1 by 78 by 1. I guess it's just more of the same from the first movie to the second one. Probably slightly different plot, but this looks pretty cool. I like Scott Adkins. He does a lot of good action films. And then next up, we got a Silver Screen series release from Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. At War with the Army. I saw this in James's extras, and I was like, yeah, I should get something from Jerry Lewis. I don't have anything with him in it, I don't believe. This is a 2004 Echo Bridge release. As far as the year of the movie, I'm not sure. Oh, 1950. 1950, and it has a running time of 90 minutes. It's a musical comedy that was directed by Hal Walker, Alvin Corwin, and Vince Puccinelli. Those are the characters. Okay, Hal Walker directed. Alvin Corwin and Vince Puccinelli are. Corwin is Jerry Lewis. Puccinelli is Dean Martin. It's about buddies who join the army during World War II, but their friendship becomes strained once self-confident Romeo Vick is made a sergeant. So, kind of sounds a little bit like Stripes, a little bit. Maybe not like the plot so much, but like the 2 buddies joining the army. Kind of sounds like Dean Martin might be like Harold Ramis, I believe, and him, Jerry Lewis. I'm comparing to Bill Murray in this. So, yeah, it has a very similar vibe by the sounds to the movie Stripes. And then I got I'm sure horror to be classic horror film to be called Jaws. It's about a killer boar from Magnolia. Yeah, Magnolia Pictures. If Jaws was looking to branch out to dry land, without doubt he'd want to be Jaws. So they're comparing this to Jaws with a killer boar on land. A young police officer is transferred from Seoul to a small village in the countryside for duty when he jokingly checked the box to be deployed anywhere. Arriving at the village, he encounters a bumbling police officer who's working with a special detective to resolve some recent murders. As the bodies add up, it becomes clear that the gruesome deaths are attributed to a beast of an animal with a voracious appetite for human flesh. A famous hunter and his team are called in to track and destroy the man-eater. During their tracking expedition, they are confronted by a boar of massive size and strength, which they discover may be a result of experimentation during war times. Unprepared and unarmed for taking down the mutant creature, the group must disband as the hunter becomes the hunted. Like I said, this is a Magnolia Pictures, 122 minutes, so quite lengthy. From 2009. Languages are in English. Subtitles are English and Spanish, and it's 185:1 for aspect ratio. Um, Anything else? Has a slew of special features, and like I said, this movie is from 2009, and it's Jaws. And next up, I got the infamous sequel to The Lawnmower Man. It's called Lawnmower Man Part 2, Job's War. This is a New Line home entertainment release. Approximate running time of 93 minutes. It has a widescreen version of the film, full screen version of the film, 5.1 surround sound, stereo surround sound, English subtitles, theatrical trailer, and DVD ROM enabled. I seen this little infamous movie in the theater. I was a huge fan of Lawnmower Man with Jeff Fahey, and when I found out Jeff Fahey wasn't in the sequel, I just was like devastated because I loved the first one so much. And then when I went to see this, I was still giving it hope, but I was hoping it would be in the vein of the first one, and I got watching this one, and this one was more story than substance. And I don't know, I didn't really like it. I more or less got it because I got the first Lawnmower Man somewhere around here, but this one's a terrible sequel. I'm sorry. I mean, there's probably people out there that liked it, but this was a terrible sequel, and it had no, didn't feel like a very worthy sequel to the first Lawnmower Man. I know Lawnmower Man, some people didn't like the first one, but to me, the first one was a classic. This one, I did not care for. Just nothing meshed with me. It was more sci-fi-ish. I didn't mind that, but it just seemed like it was making an easier story from the first one and making it way too complex for its own good. And it didn't need to do that because I felt like they pretty much, actually didn't even need a sequel. I would have been happy if it would have just ended like that. If we were going to get stuff like this, I think it should have just ended. Next up, we got Jamie Lee Curtis in Prom Night, Queens of Scream collection. It has Prom Night 2, Sorority, Slaughter, and Behemoths. Prom Night. First Prom Night clocks in at 89 minutes. The second Prom Night clocks in at 97 minutes. The Sorority clocks in at 105. Sorority Sister Slaughter clocks in at 71 minutes. And Behemoths clocks in at a over astounding running time of 124 minutes. But, this is from Echo Bridge. It's from their 2015 line. Approximately 500 minutes of running time between the 5 features. Really happy with this. Thank you, James. This will go good in the horror collection. I really appreciate it, James, that you were able to give that up. I only got actually it's 2 more, but it's actually 3 if you look at the physicality of it. I've got Paranormal Collection, Echo Bridge. This is from the 2017 print. It has Forever Mine, Memory, The Little Shop of Horrors, Jekyll and Hyde, Chronicles of the Paranormal PSI Factor, The Veil, Phantom from Space. Trying to see if there's any. I think Dan Aykroyd hosts one of these. Yeah. Dan Aykroyd hosts this paranormal show on here that has, I believe, 6 episodes. I believe it's 6 episodes on here. That clocks in at almost 300 minutes. Um, The Veil has 2 episodes on here, and Michael Caine is in Jekyll and Hyde. The Little Shop of Horrors that is on here is the original with Jack Nicholson. Memory has Billy Zane, Tricia Helfer, Anne Margaret, and Dennis Hopper. Memory is about Dr. Taylor Briggs. He is exposed to a mysterious drug that forces him to relive the memories of a killer. And then Forever Mine has Joseph Fiennes, Ray Liotta, and Gretchen Mol. It's 118 minutes and it comes in widescreen. As do pretty much the rest are full screen, I'm assuming. Two of them are widescreen, the rest are full screen. And this disc here pretty much has this. It is the same thing, it's just different cover, which I'm happy about because I like these covers, they stick together. And then lastly, don't know nothing about this movie. It's called Uncaged, Beware the Beast Within. This is an RLJ Entertainment release. 5.1 digital, 95 minutes, 185 by 1. Once Unleashed, Forever Damned. It has audio commentary and howlingly funny film outtakes, so it has a gag reel on here as well. Orphaned as a child in the wake of a grisly tragedy, Jack was raised alongside his cousin and best friend Brandon. At age 18, however, Jack's otherwise uneventful life takes a sinister turn when he's suddenly plagued by a series of bizarre sleepwalking episodes. After repeatedly waking up in the woods naked with no memory of the night before, Jack straps a camera to himself to document his behavior, and he discovers a shocking truth. He is the unwitting heir to a monstrous family legacy of savagery, slaughter, and unrelenting horror from which death may be the only escape. So I guess this must be a werewolf movie. I couldn't really tell. It kind of looked werewolfish, on here, but man, I did not know it was werewolf. I'm happy with that one. That's good. I just love the cover when I seen it in James's stack there, and I'm like, kind of looks like a werewolf movie, but I didn't know if it was just like a beast running around in the woods or. This looks really, really interesting. And here's the back. But I'm glad that can be added to my werewolf collection that I have. So, and plus it comes in a clear case. I like that. You'd almost swear it was a Shout Factory with the casing. But that pretty much wraps up everything I got from James. I'd love to do more trades with him in the future. Anthony as well. I'm willing to do it with Peppermint Tribe if he's able to. I know in Florida they have it bad down there. Let's see. And if there's anybody else out there, if there's something in these videos, I'm willing to negotiate. If there's something that I'm kind of on the fence with, I'll part with it. If you got like horror releases that I don't have or science fiction, I'll be more than willing to trade because to me, you can never have enough horror and you can never have enough sci-fi. And I occasionally like the good comedy or action if it's something with Steven Seagal or something like that. But I appreciate you guys watching my videos. You guys have watched my videos pretty good the last couple of days, and I've been churning them out pretty fast. I'm up at I've averaged at least 150 views for the last 2 videos I've done, which is really good considering, with everything with like this week's just seemed kind of dead entirely. I don't know if it's just because of all the negative news that's going on with like the government holding up the stimulus checks, and I don't know. It's just you can tell it's getting to be near the end of summer. You get that feeling. But thank you for. I'm trying to find his name here. Thank you to the Horror Freak 85 2.0 for subscribing. I really appreciate that. I woke up this morning really early and I did not expect to have a new subscriber. That gets me 11 away from the subscriber count to do a contest. But thank you for taking in another edition of Gary's Movie Emporium. Stay safe out there and have fun in your hunt. See you later. Bye, guys.